I think you should be the organizer to show to share the screen, I guess.
No, I'm already organized.
Okay.
See, today is the first class, so just will give you some brief introduction about the TM. So even though we have discussed in the demo, okay. So just I will tell you what is this TM. One second. Able to see my sharing? Can you see my sharing?
No, sir, I'm not hearing your voice. Your voice is breaking.
Yeah. Just I want to recap what we have just discussed as part of our demo. Okay, so I was telling you that in the demonstration that SAP Transportation Management has leveraged from normal domain transportation, right? So there is nothing new here, but there is a functionality wise it's same what SAP what the domain is doing. So here the this slide talks about the transportation management process. So who are the business partners basically? So we have a shipper, we have a customer, freight forwarder, and the carrier. Okay, shipper is a person who got an order from the end customer. So let's say for example HP, and he receives an order from the customer saying I want 100 laptops to be delivered. So HP is being a manufacturer of laptops. So it says okay, I will deliver the goods to your premises.
Okay.
So now HP is just a manufacturer, but it has no fleet on its own. So then HP will be approaching to the DHL. It's nothing but your transportation service provider or logistics service provider. So here the logistics service provider is a name given for a freight forwarder.
So the shipper is the freight forwarder, huh?
No, shipper is a person who receives an order from the customer for laptops. Freight forwarder is the DHL who arranges the transportation.
Oh, yes, but who's the shipper? It will be
Shipper
HP, right?
yeah, HP.
Yes.
And end customer is nothing but a person who wants the laptops to be delivered. And here
Right.
the carrier is a person again who implements or who executes the transportation. So there can be a difference between the freight forwarder and the carrier, or both the freight forwarder and the carrier can be one and the same. So when it will be different is like for example if you say DHL, so DHL is a freight forwarder or he is a LSP. In some cases if a customer says no, I want the 100 laptops to be delivered my place only through air or only through ocean. So that time if the DHL is not having the vehicle or not having the container that has to deliver to the end customer immediately. So then what the DHL will be doing? So he will approach the nearest carrier or nearest business partner. We also call him as a carrier in SAP terminology, whose cargo or whose container is moving immediately. So then DHL will go to the carrier and says, okay, I have this goods to be transported from this location to this location. So in this case, the DHL and the carrier can be different.
Okay.
Okay, so here the process starts with the sales order. If it is triggered from R3, so the sales order in the R3 will trigger to the TM as a shipper request.
Okay.
So that is controlled using the order management. So then this order management will be is an initial document or initiating document which controls So from which place to which place, who is the what is the shipper, or who is the shipper, who is the customer? Okay, so what is the goods, what are the goods that has to be transported, when it has to be transported, everything is there in the order management.
Okay.
So once order management is done, so then the next part is your.
Yeah, but this data is coming from the sales order from R3, or they should put it on the order in TM?
No, the data is coming from the R3. In some cases, if the like your shipper is not having the SAP, then it can also come from non-SAP system. So whatever the triggering point.
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, for example, I have a sales order in the R3, okay? It will be transmitted to the transportation management system, am I right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, now, the shipper is going to be the HP, for example, who's having SAP, and he's the manufacturer as well.
Okay.
Okay. And the customer is already the customer who's there on the sales order. Am I right? Now, the destination to this customer, does it? Do I need to determine it on the R3 system itself by the means of like?
It will be done in the TM.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So here in this case, the order management will control the locations. Either it can be a source location or destination location, and the dates on which the order has to be moved. All these things will be done in the order management flow. So then we have a freight planning in the sense. So then it will be done in the TM. So the triggering document which is initiated from the R3. So order is created in the TM. From the TM, we will plan. So what are the goods to be transported? So whether it has to be transported with any combination, like for example, you placed one order as a shipper and I placed one order to the same DHL. So being the same source and destination location. So you placed as a HP, you placed 100 laptops. Maybe I as a Dell, I placed some 100 desktops. So both are same from same location to the same destination. Maybe you are sending from Texas to a customer somewhere in the Saudi Arabia. I'm sending the same thing from Texas to somewhere in the Dubai. Okay. So then the shipper, both shipper, there are two different documents created and it will hit to the TM. So from the TM, the planner, the freight planner or the freight planning will takes place here. So he will just consolidate, okay, I have two documents. So one is going from Texas to Saudi and one is going from Texas to Dubai. So he will just think whether I can combine these two in one freight or not.
Okay.
So that will be planned, and there is a tendering. So once he plans, like whether he want to combine those two into one document or not, so then he will call for different tenders. Tenders in sense different carriers. So these carriers, as I said, this can be external carriers or be internal carriers. So he will call for different carriers who can who will give a quotation. So he will say, okay, I have 100 laptops and 100 desktops, which has to go from Dubai, let's say Houston to Dubai, and give me your quotations. So then that it is nothing but your tendering. So we have different approaches for tendering also. So as per the tendering process, what will happen is all the carriers who wants to participate in this process or who wants to participate in this transaction will just give the quotations to the DHL.
Okay.
Okay, so DHL will be receiving all the quotations. Maybe one vendor, one carrier is giving with $100, another one 150, another one let's say $80 only.
Okay.
So he will just finalize, okay, which vendor I should go or which carrier I should go. So that is the tendering. Then the freight execution will take place where you are printing all the documents. So which are required for the customs or for the customer purpose or to track your documentation. Everything will be done as part of your execution.
Okay.
Okay, so then the freight settlement will happen. That is nothing but let's say he approached a carrier for doing the transaction. So then carrier will bill the LSP, it's nothing but DHL, and DHL will bill to the shipper.
Right.
So that is your freight settlement, and this is the process what we have to cover. And here we have two scenarios. As I said, one is the document which is triggering from the R3 and document which is triggering other than R3. So the document which is triggering from R3 is called as shipper scenario, and the document which is triggering other than your R3 is nothing but your LSP scenario.
Okay. Fine. In case, for example, if I am an DHL and I have my own fleet or my own truck and transportation tools, so I don't need to go for tendering. Am I right?
Yeah, it is not required to go for tendering.
Yeah. So tendering is an optional. It's an optional in case I would like to take a subcontracting of another carrier or another supplier. Okay. Okay.
So now we are just going for the process flow, how the process flow would be. If you see here scenario, so end customer places an order and that will be a customer order placed to the shipper and it will create to as a order acceptance in the R3. It's nothing but your sales order, shipment proposal and shipment placement. So these are all from your R3. So whatever the blue color highlighted one are all from R3 system, and it will the request will hit into a TM as a logistics operation document. Normally it is called as a order based transportation requirement. Okay, so then from the order based transportation, the order management, freight order and planning, subcontracting, everything will happen. So then we have a booking request in case if it is subcontracting, settlement will happen and the payment again will come to the R3. So in the TM we don't have anything called as a billing, so just we will be doing only settlement and finally the settlement will lead to ERP for invoicing.
Okay. Okay. So this is this is all the scenario that is there on the TM, or there is different scenarios?
Everything is there.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a process flow. Like if you say here, the sales order, it is nothing but it is going and hitting into the TM as a OTR, order based transportation requirement.
Order?
Order based transportation requirement.
Okay.
If it is a delivery, it is called as a DTR, delivery based transportation requirement.
Oh, so what do you mean here is I can trigger the offsetting document on the TM from sales order or from delivery. I have either of them. Is it?
Yeah, you can create anything. Like if you want to utilize sales order, then it will be from the, as a OTR. If you want to initiate from the delivery, it is a DTR.
Okay. Okay. So is there an option to trigger it from the billing?
No, billing, it is only just a billing will be normally going to the customer. So order will have the goods start and destination location. So based on that OTR will be created. So once it is a billing is done, so that means you already calculated the freight. So what is the use of creating from the billing document? So as long as the billing is not done, then there is a freight charges not calculated. So freight charges, once it is calculated, then only you are supposed to create a billing document to the customer.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we have a FUBR, freight unit billing rule. It's nothing but whether, as I said, it's a planning. Whether we want to create or combine n number of documents into one planning or not. That is nothing but your FUBR. And another terminology it is called as a freight unit.
Freight unit.
Yeah, based on the freight unit, all your planning will happen. The output of your planning is nothing but your freight order. By the time when the freight order is created, that means the planning is already done. And what is the use of this freight order is because freight order is based for your tendering process.
Okay, so it is with reference to the tendering process, am I right?
Yeah, freight order will be initiating to the tendering process.
It will be initiated for tendering process?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then transportation charge calculation management, where you are calculating the charges, freight settlement will happen. So in the freight settlement you are planning, you are billing to the customer and customer, and the shipper will be billed by the DHL and DHL will be billed by the carrier. So this is how the cycle would be.
Okay.
Okay, so before we have a master data, sorry. So before we have a master data, so we should look for some organization data, basically.
Okay. I cannot see your screen.
Oh, you're not able to see?
Yeah.
How is it now?
Yeah. Now it's fine.
Okay. So before we go with the master data, so I just want to tell you about the organization data. Likewise, how we have a organization data in any module. So SAP TM is also having some organizational data. So what
Okay.
does this organization data means is, so this organization data is independent of your R3. Okay. So this is independent of your R3, and this is only useful for the process which you are initiating in the TM.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'll just tell you what are the organization elements, but I will again show you it in the system. Organization elements, what we have like in the TM are your company code is there, okay, and corporate is there, which is nothing but your company code. So next is sales organization, and next is sales office and sales group.
Okay.
Anyhow, I will show you that in that system clearly, but just I'm telling as a process flow. So next from the PO side, so we have a purchase organization and purchase group. So there is no purchase office. In the SG side, we have a sales organization, sales group and sales office.
Okay.
But from the TM side, from the importing side, MM side, we have only purchase organization and purchasing group. There is no purchase office.
Okay. There is no
So
plant as well, huh?
sorry?
No plant.
No, plant is there. That is different. But organization data, that what we are creating is simple in the TM.
Okay.
So it is only sales and purchase.
Okay. This is only for creating the invoice and creating the supply invoice with the purchase organizations.
Yeah. It's a customer
Okay.
invoice and customer invoice.
Perfect.
I'll tell you the process, but before that, I want to tell you the theoretical part. In the system also, I will show you. Okay. So the next one is your TM master data. As you know, there are two kinds of data, right? One is a master data, one is the transaction data. Here in the TM also the same concept. So there is no change.
Okay.
But here in the TM, the master data will be of two different kinds. One is a master data which is specifically created in the TM, and the master data which is triggered from the R3.
Okay.
So for example, if you want a customer, so customer is already there in the R3.
Right.
Okay. So the same customer, if you want to use it in the TM, so then you have to transport the customer from R3 to TM.
Right.
Okay. And if you want to use the MM process, so vendor will also be transported. In the same way, the plant also transported, material also gets transported, distribution center, okay, and shipping point. So these are the master data that what we are transporting to the your TM system.
Okay.
Okay, I will tell you the concept how they are transported. So that means now we are clear that we have a master data which is initiated from the R3. So that means the master data is dependent on the R3.
Right. So
Okay.
this is a master data is coming from the R3.
Yeah, some master data is also dependent on the R3.
Right.
So like you want a customer, so the customer should be existed in that in your R3 system. Without that, you cannot transfer to the your team.
Correct.
In the same way, we also have some master data which is not dependent on your ECC. That means which is only independently created in the TM.
Correct.
So what is that master data? For example, your transportation network or your transportation zone, right?
Okay.
Or your transshipment locations. There are some master data which you have to transfer from R3, and there are some master data which we have to manually create independently from R3 in the TM.
Okay.
Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'll just tell you the master data, what we are going to create and what is specifically there already in the TM. So this is the transaction called as a NWBC, Net Your Business Client. So if you see this, I will show you in the system. So this is how it gets created. It is used. So in the TM, we have two different ways to create your master data. One is from, as I said, from the GUI, SAP GUI, and another one is web-based client, NWBC. You know what is the full form? Net Your Business Client.
Yes, yes.
So normally we will be using NWBC only. Occasionally we will go with the SAP GUI.
Okay.
So the screen which I am sharing with you, it is part of your NWBC.
Okay.
Okay, so the TM related ERP master data, if you say the locations, transportation zones and products.
Okay.
So transportation zone is nothing but it's a you have in the material in your customer master, right? The transportation zone.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the same thing. And we have locations. Locations here, the TM, in the TM we have different kinds of locations. So one is from the customer, can also be treated as a location. Can you just guess why a customer is treated as a location?
Come again?
What I'm trying to say is the customer from the R3, once it hits to the TM, it is created as a location.
Right. Right.
So
For
what
example,
is the purpose?
so sometimes like retail system, you know, the site itself is a customer, so it's a location.
That's what. Why we are treating the customer as a location? So what is the purpose?
Because it's a destination in the transportation zone, am I right?
Yeah, correct. So the same way the vendor is also created as a departure zone. So departure location.
Okay.
And the plant also getting created in the TM as a location, and the distribution channel also getting created in the TM as a location.
Okay.
And product is nothing but the material which you created in the R3, and if it get transferred to the TM, it is created as a product.
So you mean the finished product or the trading material that I am selling, it is getting transported to, I mean like transferred to TM. Am I right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Okay, so that means, so whatever the material we created, yeah, tell me. Any question?
No. Carry on.
Okay, so whatever the material we created in R3, it gets then saved into TM as product.
Okay.
Okay, so now the data transfer. So as I said, the master data is getting transferred from R3 to TM. So how it
Okay.
is transferring? It is transferred using the concept called CIF.
Okay.
So CIF is nothing but it is a core interface.
Okay.
Okay, so here in the CIF we have a ERP system, we have a TM system. So from the ERP system, master data is transferred to TM as a CIF SIFT method, and the transaction data is transferred to TM as a using the interface called PI.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So what is the CIF? CIF, as I said, it is a core interface. So first of all, we have two transactions, CFM1 and CFM2. These two are the transactions within the R3 system.
Okay.
So these transactions are useful for generating the core interface model and I can say activating the model. CFM1 is generating the model and CFM2 is activating model. So once we execute the CFM2, automatically the customer will be transferred to the TM.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So now if you see here the master data, plant, customer, vendor, shipping point, these are all created in the TM as a location. Transportation zone is treated as a transportation zone.
Okay.
So now, if a plant is created as a location, customer is created as a location, shipping point is also created as a location, and vendor is also created as a location. So how we can differentiate the different kinds of locations in the TM? So like for example, I have created one location. So a plant has 1,000, and I transferred to the TM system, and it was created with 1,000 location.
Okay.
And I created the vendor. Vendor I created as for example 1,005, and I transferred.
Okay.
So the same vendor, it's getting hit into TM as a location. But end of the day, how do you differentiate whether this is a business partner or whether this is a customer location or whether it is a vendor location or a plant location? So do you?
Because see, plant is an org structure.
Customer. No, but in the TM we used to represent it as a not our structure. It is a master data.
Yes, but I think maybe through business partner or something like that. Or
no, there is a location type.
Okay.
The customer is created here. I can see here the production plant. The location 1001.
Okay.
Are you able to see this? The below screenshot?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, so production plant, if it is transferred from R3, and it will be creating in the TM as a location, but with the location type is 1001.
Okay.
So when a material or customer is transported, it is created in the TM as a location with 1010. Same way with the vendor, it is created as a 1011.
Okay.
So location type would differentiate.
Okay, so the location type is another another differentiation in the TM. So whenever a plant getting transferred, it comes under 1001.
Correct.
If it's a customer, it goes in this way, huh?
Yeah. So if you see here 1002, it is just transferred from your TM, and it is created with the distribution center, and location type is 1002.
Okay.
In the same way, the plant is created with 1001, customer is created with 1010, vendor is created with 1002, 1011.
Okay, do I need to map this location type to anything to the R3 or no need? Based on the object, I think it's
automatically imported. Programmatically.
Okay.
So the next one is your geocoding. So what does this geocoding means? So why we have to assign?
Come again? I didn't get you.
So what is the use of this geocoding? Any idea?
I think it's the location of the place or the plant or the location itself.
Yeah, exactly. The use of this geocoding is to identify the place exactly where this location is placed.
Yes.
In terms of integration with event management, so based on the geocoding, only the system can identify or the process can identify where the location is.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a mandatory. So without which, even if you create a location also, it's of useless.
Okay. So this is used in the map, am I right?
This using?
In the maps?
Yeah, in maps, correct. So now we have transportation zones. So it can be a combination of locations or combination of postal address or combination of regions.
Come again? I didn't hear you.
So location transportation zone is nothing but it is a combination of different locations.
Okay.
Or it is a combination of different location. I can say zones. For example, based on the location wise, based on the postal code wise, or based on the region wise, we can differentiate.
Okay.
So it is nothing but it's grouping of all your locations.
Okay, so I can say it's central, western, stuff like that, am I right?
Yeah, correct.
So the transportation zone, it's a higher level?
No, a transportation zone, above the transportation zone, there is one more, which is called as a transportation lane. I will tell you that one also. So this is anyhow the material which is transferred to the TM as a product. Okay, so this is a part of the master data, and the network, I will just tell you one second. Here, geocoding and all. So we, after this, we have a specific data which is created in the TM. So now I'm just into the data which we are going to create in the TM. It's a TM specific data. Are you able to see now?
Yes.
So TM specific data is nothing but a transportation lane, which is the connection from your source location to the destination location, and transshipment locations, which is a place between the different source and destination, wherein which, let's say for example, goods are coming from US to Dubai. Okay, so in between, when the goods are coming from US to Dubai, there is a Hong Kong port.
Yes.
Okay, so from Dubai, in US to, let's say for example, Hong Kong, the goods have come via flight.
Okay.
But from Hong Kong to Dubai, the goods are coming via ship.
Okay.
So then there is a change from one transportation mode to another transportation mode.
Right.
Where it was changed? In which location it got changed?
And Hong Kong.
Yeah, the place where the material loading and unloading activities are changing from one transportation zone or one transportation mode to another transportation mode. So that location is called as a transshipment location.
So, what are you called?
Transshipment location.
Transship, huh?
Yeah, are you able to see my sharing? Transshipment.
I am in the NetWeaver business client screen actually, unloading from one resource to.
Oh.
Okay,
Transshipment location it is.
Okay, yes, yeah, I got it.
Now we have a transportation lane. So what is this transportation lane, or what are these lanes? Are transportation lane is nothing but it's a connection from one source to another source, or one location to another location. Okay. So if you are sending a material from US to Dubai, then in the system, the route from US to Dubai with the different zones and with the different transshipment location has to be established already.
Okay.
It is not only from US to Dubai, it can be from Singapore to Malaysia, or Malaysia to India, or India to Pakistan, or Pakistan to Saudi Arabia, or Saudi Arabia to maybe Germany, Dahran, whatever it is.
Okay.
So that has to be established in the TM as a location lane, transportation lane.
Okay.
Okay, so transportation lane is nothing but it is a source and destination connection. Along with that, we also entering the means of transportation and a carrier details.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a means of transportation and mode of transportation. It's nothing but within the pyramid or within the hierarchy. The first one will be your mode of transportation, then means of transportation, then vehicles resources.
Okay, so the first will be what mode of transportation? So it is road or sea or air, am I right?
Mode of transportation, yeah, it's a road or sea, or it is a air, or it is a track, whatever it is.
Okay.
So means of transportation, it's a whether it's a container or truck, or it is a rail car, or it can be ship, or it can be flight, or it can be some passive vehicles, or whatever it is. All this treated as a means of transportation.
Okay.
Vehicle resources, nothing what it can be the resources. Either this can be drivers or it can be resources which are active or passive.
Come again, come again.
These can be resources which are active or passive. Active resources means which can move the goods from one place to another place.
Okay.
Passive resources are the resources can hold or contain the goods, but they cannot move from one place to another place without a vehicle or without an engine.
So you mean containers or something like that?
Pillars, forklifts, these are all nothing but your passive vehicles.
Okay.
Resources, we have three kinds of resources. It's handling resources, customer calendar resources, and vehicle resources. So I will show you this one clearly once we go into this. This is the active resource, which is the lorry, but it does not contain any goods. Passive resource is a trailer, which is having the capacity, but it cannot move. But active with resource with capacity is nothing but a ship, which can move along with it. It can also take the material.
Okay.
Okay. And this is all about the master data, and we can see this in the system. So, are you able to come tomorrow?
Hmm?
Have to see everything in the system now. If you are coming tomorrow, maybe we can see it in tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow same time, 9:30.
So tomorrow I will just show you it in system. So by that time I will make the system ready. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow by same time we can meet, and I will start in the system. I will create the R structure. I will try to transfer some data from your ECC system to the TM system.
Okay, no problem. Can you share with me? Can you share with me this slides?
Yeah, I will share definitely.
Okay, and what about that 3 books you told me?
Sorry?
You told there are 3 materials that I need to go through.
Yeah, I will share those also.
So you can send it to my mail, or you can just share it in Gmail.
Can you put your mail address here in the chat?
Okay, okay. Okay. Have you got my email, or?
No, I think I am not interested in the chat. You just put it in the chat.
Yeah, actually, I think I mailed it to you. It's another question. Okay. What about now?
Yeah, I got it. Shall I be a Gmail? Okay, I will just give you a test message, test reply for this. Can you just acknowledge?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So maybe tomorrow you can expect that material from my side.
No problem. No problem. So apart from this master data,
okay.
Yeah, apart from this master data which is going to be created in SAP, so other master data need to be transported even from the R3, like the plant, customers, and vendors as well. Am I right?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, okay. And automatically the system will actually trigger the location type, whether it's a production plant or maybe it's a distribution center or something like that. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yes, correct.
Okay, okay, okay. I got it. So it's similar to CRM, yani. CRM is the same way, working that way.
Yeah, CRM only for the master data it is same, because the concept was leveraged from. Now CRM, it is something different. You are not using the SIF. It is a part of APO.
No, even you can. Sorry, EWM. EWM. We are using Ceph.
Yeah, EWM. It's a concept of EWM. Same.
Yes. Yeah, actually, it's more like EWM. Correct. Correct. Okay. Not an issue.
You also know the EWM. You already learned the EWM also.
Yeah, I work on EWM.
Oh, you're now working on EWM. Okay.
No. I work on one implementation for EWM, but basically I'm SDMM consultant and global trade as well.
But you know GTS also.
No, GTM.
Oh, GTM. Okay.
Yeah, GTM.
Okay. You're right
I
now
don't
in
know.
Dubai. You said
No, I'm currently in Saudi.
Saudi Arabia. Okay.
Yeah, we have some implementation for oil and gas. No, petrochemical. Sorry, it's a
How is the
petrochemical.
market? How is the market in Saudi? No? Saudi or Dubai?
It's slow. It's very slow. Very bad.
Oh, okay.
People are not willing to invest because economical situation is hitting everyone. That's the problem, and the region is like in some kind of turbulence. So nobody knows what's going on. Speak to you frankly.
Okay.
Santosh, I have a question.
Yeah, tell me.
For example, if I am a company who have taken a port side in the in a port, and I have my own shipping chips and all these things, so I can use TM for this purpose as well. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So is it different than the TM here we have? Like you told me that they have added something called ocean freight.
Yeah, ocean freight is also there.
Okay. So basically, it's the same. It will be like an LSP. Am I right?
Yeah, it's LSP, correct.
LSP, huh? Okay. Good. Okay, fine. So for today is fine, or you have other thing?
Yeah, today is fine. It's is done, and I will just share some of the documents to you tomorrow, and we can start the process of executing the system tomorrow.
Okay, not a problem. Okay. So apart
Yes?
from this kind of master data, no other master data is available in the system. Am I right?
Yeah, all of this master data and organization structure we have to create. So these are the basic general settings, what we have to do.
Okay. So the organization structure that we need to create, it is, you told me purchase organization, sales office,
Yeah,
sales.
how to create that.
By the way, one more thing. Is there finance in TM, or it will take the finance which is already available within the R3?
It is from RTM. There is no specific financial transactions in the TM.
Okay, let's assume that I'm working within a standalone TM. I mean, like, I don't have SAP.
No, you should be having SAP system, or else the financial postings will not hit.
So you don't have finance. Again, it's coming like EWM without
No,
R3.
you don't.
You are not.
You don't have the finance. Maybe you have to put some interface to your external finance systems. Not
Yes.
even, but something you
Yeah,
have to like Oracle something you have to put.
I got your point. So R3 is a must in order to have the complete cycle within SAP itself.
Yeah.
Am I right? Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. Not a problem. One more thing, Santosh.
Yeah, sure.
Is there any tracking option in TM? Like the
Yeah, that is
driver
event management.
event management, huh? So the driver can actually put an event on the mobile phone, and then it goes back to the system update and all these things, or?
Yeah, same thing, but it is not from TM. It is with reference to the TM. Event management, we have to interface from TM to event management.
Okay, so we're covering event management here, or how is it?
Now, we have to just check whether system can is equipped or not. So I'm not sure. We have to check with you. Just check with Krishna if EM is there or not.
EM, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine, not a problem. Okay, tomorrow the same time, huh?
Yeah, same time. You
Okay.
want the class all the weekends, all the weekdays, or how it is?
See, for this week, let us have it until Saturday, like
Okay.
today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Okay.
No, Saturday it is not possible because Saturday and Sunday it's I will be going to my hometown. So again from Monday only we can take.
Oh, okay. Because we might reschedule it next week. You know, because still I'm here. Like, you know, I might have another project, so I'll be a little bit occupied. So we might have it two days a week or 3 days a week. Okay, but we'll plan the timing as per your convenience and my convenience. Hello, Santosh? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can plan like this. So next week, based on your flexibility, we can start. But we'll have the class tomorrow and again on Monday if it is okay for you.
Yeah, no, not a problem. Monday is fine with me. But as I told you, the timing itself, I'm not sure about it. Maybe it will be the same time like today, or maybe we can have it before that. So I'll let you know anyways. Okay?
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, by tomorrow, at least you can give me the system access as well. Okay?
Yeah,
So I
sure,
can
sure.
even put my hands on it until, you know, Monday. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, Santosh. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye.